There is a kind of strength women are often praised for that can become quietly dangerous. The woman who never cries, the woman who keeps going, the woman everyone depends on. She's admired because she does not fall apart. But sometimes the strongest women are not the ones who never cry. They are the ones who have learned to cry where no one can see them. This is the mystery. Why do so many women hide their tears from the people who love them most? Margaret had built her life around being the strong one. People called when they were overwhelmed. She listened, solved problems, and carried worries that were not hers. When people asked how she was, Margaret smiled and said, "I'm fine." Everyone believed her. Then one evening, something small happened. Her daughter watched Margaret move around the kitchen, answering messages and preparing dinner. Finally, she asked, Who takes care of you? Margaret laughed and changed the subject. But later that night, alone in the bathroom, she began to cry. Not because one terrible thing had happened, because everything she had been holding had finally become heavier than the image she was trying to protect. This is where the danger of being the strong woman begins. When people praise you for never needing help, strength can become a role. You stop asking what you feel and start asking what everyone else needs. The tears do not disappear. They simply wait until you are alone. But this is where tears become more powerful than most women realize. Tears can do what carefully chosen words sometimes cannot. They can break through the image of being fine. They can show a partner that behind the anger is hurt, behind the silence is fear, and behind the strong woman is someone who also needs to be held. A woman crying honestly is not always losing control. Sometimes she's finally communicating without the armor. Tears can soften a conversation that anger kept hard. They can reveal pain that pride kept hidden. And when they are real, they can create a kind of emotional truth that no perfect sentence can imitate. That is their quiet power. They do not make a woman smaller. Sometimes they allow her to finally be seen. A locked room can look peaceful from the outside. That does not mean no one is trapped inside. So perhaps the deeper questions are these. When did I learn that crying made me weak? Who taught me that strong women should suffer silently? How much energy goes into looking fine instead of actually being fine? Margaret eventually understood that her tears were not proof that she was falling apart. They were proof that something inside her was still honest enough to speak. So the next time you feel the sting of tears, do not apologize for them. Do not look away. In a world that rewards toughness, there is quiet courage in allowing yourself to feel what is real. You're not too emotional. Sometimes the strongest women cry because they have spent too long being strong for everyone else. The strongest people are not those who never cry. They let the tears fall, listen to what they are saying, and stand back up without being ashamed of what they felt. Sometimes tears do not make the heart weaker. They clear enough noise for the heart to understand itself. If this video felt like it was written specifically for you, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear how allowing yourself to feel has helped you heal. Quiet psychology. Thank you for watching.